All right, here we go. Live on the interwebs 2026. Okay, let's go live on Instagram. Get that set up. Here we go, guys. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the copywriting show where we're going to teach you how to make 10K a month as a freelance copywriter. Welcome. It's 2026. Happy New Year. Let's get into it and figure out how to make a full-time income online from your laptop. So if you're new here and you're looking to figure out how to make a full-time income from your laptop, if you're a new copywriter and you have questions about how to get started, if you want to figure out how to use just your words and your laptop to make 10K a month, then this is for you. If you've been struggling in your 9 to 5, if you want a way out, if you want to get out of your dead-end job, if you don't want to be stuck in the rat race for the next 40 years and have someone else tell you what to do every single day, if you want to get out of your 9 to 5, be able to have more free time, more money, more autonomy, more freedom, then stick around, ask some questions, because I'm going to answer all your questions about how to become a 10K a month copywriter from scratch. If you're like, what the heck am I doing here? What is copywriting? Why are you talking about this internet stream right now? How do I make a full-time income from my laptop? Who are you, buddy? What's your story? Why should I listen to you? Then, here's my story. 7 years ago, 2019, I decided, you know what? I'm done working for other people and I want to have more free time, more autonomy. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to build my own business. I'm going to start my own online business. And I tried 5 things before and failed: web development, bookkeeping, e-commerce, dropshipping, sales, and it didn't work out. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to go become a copywriter because I tried all these other things and it doesn't work. So I was working 12-hour days, working at my 9 to 5, and I made it work. So I started learning copywriting and I started getting into the books. Adweek Copywriting Handbook. Started practicing my writing daily. Started listening to audiobooks, courses. And within a month and a half, I landed my first copywriting client. Within 3 months, I was able to quit my job and my wife's job. Within 6 months, I was able to move halfway around the world from Vancouver, Canada to Thailand. Within 12 months, I was making 9K a month. My wife had quit her job. I fully retired her. We were living in Thailand, Australia, Vietnam, Canada. And since then, I made 10 to 15K months and over $700,000 as a copywriter. If you are looking for a way to make money from your laptop and you want the simplest, quickest, easiest business model to do that, freelance copywriting, baby. Ask any questions about how to get started, how to write, how to learn this stuff fast, how to land your first client, how to scale to 10K a month, and how to do it all while working a 9 to 5 or university. Let's get into this. Okay, so first question is, I just kind of know how to write decent emails. Should I now move into learning ads, VSLs, and landing pages? You could, but you don't have to. So this is my advice for any new copywriter looking to get started. Stick to one type of copy. Stick to one lane. Stick to one thing. There are a million types of copy, right? You could write billboards. You could write commercials. You could write ads, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Google ads, landing pages, sales pages, webinars, VSLs, emails, social media, ghostwriting, blog writing. You could even argue this is partially copywriting. There's a lot of different things to do. Don't get so wrapped up in trying to figure out like you have to learn every type of copy to become a 10K a month copywriter. That is not true at all. There's some types of copy I've never written, like white papers and crazy stuff like that. Pick one thing and get really, really good at that one thing. That's it. And so if you're already learning emails, just stick with emails. My top 3 types of copy that I'd recommend you should learn specialize into one of these 3 things: emails, ads, or sales pages, and get really good at one of those 3 things and get to a full-time income in one of those 3 things first. And then if you want to learn, like you can still learn ads and VSLs and landing pages and stuff like that. You can still learn that on the side, but don't try to be everything to everybody. Don't try to be the everything copywriter to everyone. You can make a full-time income now just doing ads or just doing emails, right? That's totally fine. That's what I've done. I built a 10K a month business primarily doing emails, email copywriting. So pick one thing, get good at it. Now, over time, as you have a client and your client who you write emails for is like, hey, can you also like do some ads for me? Go say yes and figure it out. If you're getting work from a client and they're trying to give you more work, go take it on. Like 100%, go learn that thing. Go become a full funnel copywriter. Go expand and level up over time, but don't get too overwhelmed thinking that you have to learn all these different things all at once. That's not true. You can get by. There's strictly email marketing agencies for a reason. There's strictly Facebook ad and Instagram ad agencies for a reason. So pick one of those things and get really good at it. Get really good at it and go get a full-time income, go get some clients just doing that thing. And then over time, if you want to expand your skill set, be my guest, go for it. Okay, so Kawaja asks, Brandon, I've followed your advice of hunting clients via the Meta Ads library, but I somehow always get overwhelmed after some time. How to overcome that? I'm not too sure what you mean by getting overwhelmed. So maybe just expand on that a bit on what you mean by getting overwhelmed while you're hunting for clients. If you're using the Facebook ad library, so I just put a video out on YouTube a couple of days ago on how to find high paying clients using the Facebook ad library or the Meta ad library, which essentially what this is every single Facebook and Instagram ad in existence is all in a public database that Meta puts out there. So this is Facebook and Instagram. Every single ad, every single brand, nothing is hidden. It's one of the coolest tools that you can use as a copywriter, especially as an ad copywriter, but any kind of copywriter. And one of the ways I like to use it with outreach and what I teach is go to the Meta ad library and type in people in your niche. If you target fitness coaches, type in fitness coach. If you target real estate agents, type in real estate agent. If you target dog food brands for e-commerce, type in dog food and see what ads pop up. The reason you want to do this is because when you find people who are running ads, those people clearly have a marketing budget. The worst thing you can do as a copywriter when you're trying to get to a full-time income is target broke clients, cheap clients, guys who have no money. There's so many copywriters struggling to get to full-time because they're literally just targeting people who don't have money. So instead of making your life hard, go find rich people and go serve them and make their life better. It's one of the easiest ways to get rich. Go find people who have money and serve them. So Meta Ad Library, you can use this tool. Just go to Google, type in Meta Ad Library. I'll just type it in here actually. Meta Ad Library, right? Put that in there, Meta Ad Library, go to Google. This is the easiest thing to do. And just go search keywords in your niche. And people who are running ads, they're spending money on marketing. You as a copywriter are part of the marketing budget. So if you're finding people who are spending money on marketing, they're much more likely to say yes to spending more money on marketing, AKA you. So you want to search Meta Ad Library for these people, for your niche, and then go find them on Instagram. Their Instagram handle's right there. Their Facebook handle's right there. Go look them up. You see a fitness coach who's running 6 ads right now? Sweet. He's probably spending at least $1,000 a month on ads, most likely. So the likelihood that he's willing and open to have a conversation with a copywriter to make him more money is way stronger than somebody who's not running ads. So go use the ad library to go find people who have money. It doesn't mean they're going to have 10K a month to pay a copywriter, but it's just more likely. It's a green flag. It's a good signal you want to look for before you outreach to somebody. And it's one of many signals that I teach on how to land high paying clients. You don't want to be stuck talking to broke prospects. You need to go after people who have money, or you're going to be spinning your wheels as a new copywriter. One of my keys to success as a copywriter is not being an A-list copywriter who trained under Gary Halbert himself. Okay, that's not me. I'm not an A-list copywriter. You're not going to find me in the Forbes top 100 copywriters list, and I could care less. I don't care. What I care about is making money as a copywriter, and what I've got good at is getting good enough as a copywriter and knowing how to find high-paying clients and get in front of them. That's it. Once you figure out those two things, you're in the money. You can be a decent copywriter who's crushing it and making 10K a month simply because you got in front of the right people. You got in front of business owners who have money, and then you serve them. I'm not saying be lazy and just it's easy, light work and whatever. You're still working for them. You're still crushing for them. You're doing you're putting in the time to get good at your craft, studying the books, getting in the courses and coaching, and making sure you're getting results for clients. But like so much of just like the 80-20 of getting to a full-time income as a copywriter is literally like get in front of people who have money and do whatever it takes to make their life easier and better and make them more money. That's it. It's very simple, but finding those guys, that's not always the easy thing to figure out. So yeah, use Meta Ad Library, search that on Google, type in United States, click all active ads, and then start searching for people. Those people are spending money on ads. They're more likely to spend money on a copywriter than the next person who doesn't run ads. Okay, so next question. So by the way, Kawaja, if you give me more context about what you're finding, what you're struggling with in that case, like finding clients, you're getting overwhelmed. Tell me more context. What do you mean you're getting overwhelmed? And I can help you even more there. Okay, next question. You're kind of stuck about what to offer to clients as a service, but I rarely find anyone who needs good emails, or I'm not sure how to offer the service to them. Stuck in this for a month now. Guess what? Every single business on earth needs emails. There is not one single business on earth who doesn't need emails. Email is used by over 50% of the population of Earth. 4 billion people plus use email every single day. And that number is not shrinking. That number is going up. Go look at the data, go to Google, type in Statista, email usage by 2030. It's going to go up to 4.5 billion people by 2030. Email is growing as smartphones and internet access increases. Email usage is going up. On top of that, it's not just old people and baby boomers reading emails. Gen Z reads emails second most behind baby boomers, which means young people are wanting to read emails. There's studies that go out and surveys that have gone out. Don't rely on people saying email's dead. And just because you have not had success landing email projects doesn't mean business owners aren't hiring email copywriters and email marketers. It's happening all the time because email has the highest return on investment of any marketing channel at 36 to 1. That means for every $1,000 that a business owner puts into email, they make on average 36,000 back in return. I'm going to repeat this. For every $1,000, the average business owner invests into email marketing through software, through copywriters, through designers and developers sometimes. Every time they put in $1,000 into email, they make an average of $36,000 back in return. It is way higher than SEO, Google, Facebook and Instagram ads, and organic social media combined. Like astronomically lopsided difference. And so email usage is on the rise. Young people are reading emails more than even millennials and Gen X. And the ROI for email is way beyond everything else. The reason you're not landing email clients yet is because you need to approach them the right way, and you need to target people who have money. When you go find guys who have money online, they seem like a good fit. They're running ads. They have a decent following. They clearly have a good offer. They have signs that they have proof of results. They have case studies, clients, testimonials, reviews, basically signs these guys have happy customers. And you can see that these guys don't have email yet or whatever. Sometimes it's not always easy to find someone's email list. You need to look deeper. It's not always going to say, join my email list right in their Instagram link in bio. Sometimes you need to look a little bit further. Go look to see if they have a lead magnet in their comments on their social media posts. People give freebies through a ManyChat software automation. Go look at their website, type their name into Google, and see if they have a domain website with a free guide. Click on their application form. A lot of fitness coaches, oh, I can't find email, but they have an application form with an email entry there. This means they're probably sending emails. So everybody needs email, but it's not always easy to spot. If you're stuck trying to figure out who needs good emails, everybody does, but not everybody's ready for you yet. That's why you got to go after the people, ideally, who already have email set up and who have signs that they actually have money in their business, and then go crush it for them. And don't just say, hey, bro, do you need emails? Do not open conversations like this. That is not how you pitch people. Do not say, this better not be anyone's first DM. Hey, bro, do you need emails? Hey, do you need a copywriter? Hey, do you want me to 2 to 3x your revenue in 90 days with email or your money back and I'll put you up in a hotel and buy you a smoothie? Like, don't send people messages like this. You're always going to get a no or you're going to get ghosted. And you're going to say, oh, email doesn't work and nobody wants it. No, you just need to be a human when you approach people online and when you outreach. And the best way to do that is find those guys who have money, verify that they're running ads and they have a following and they have a good offer and they have social proof. Then when you go reach out to them, engage with them, warm them up first before you DM them. Follow, like, comment, open a DM conversation. Hey, how's it going? I like what you posted about XYZ. How long have you been doing coaching for, or whatever your brand is. Then once they reply, then you don't just say, do you want email copywriting? They're obviously going to say no because they don't know you, like you, or trust you yet. You need to go give value up front and prove that you actually know what you're doing as a copywriter, even if you're brand new. And how do you do that? You go write the people up a free Google Doc audit and a free copy sample. So you're going to go look at their business, look at their emails, look at their copy, and write down everything you would do if they hired you yesterday to improve their stuff. Give them actual tactical tips to improve and get better. and then write them their first piece of copy for free. That is how you prove yourself and you get people open to conversations. Now, you're still going to get, when you do this, the vast majority of people ghost you, say, no, I'm not interested. I don't need a copywriter, whatever. It doesn't matter. This is still the best strategy I've seen to land clients online. And the average student of mine is getting a paid client within 30 of these outreaches sent. 1 out of 30, 3.33% conversion rate, 1 hour per day in 30 days. I've never heard of an outreach system that's faster and easier than this. So if you want to get a client, that's how you're going to do it. Don't just assume they don't need email. Go reach out to more people and go do it the right way and go make sure they actually have money before you outreach them. Okay, Svalt says, I've been thinking about getting into copywriting for 3 years. I'm not putting in any effort. If I've done nothing for 3 years, does that mean that copywriting is not for me? No, it means you just haven't committed to it and you haven't put enough effort in. Copywriting is for you if you want the easiest way to make money online, if you want a lifelong skill that teaches you sales and consumer psychology that will never return void, and it's for you if you want the quickest path to make a full-time income online. If that doesn't sound like you and you want to work a 9 to 5 and not work online, that's fine. Go work your 9 to 5, go do whatever you want to do. Nobody's going to force you to do anything. But just because you didn't put an effort in and struggled and didn't do much about it doesn't mean it doesn't work. Copywriting is not a get-rich-quick scheme. I see this all the time. People flexing Lambos and Guru watches and stuff like that and saying, go make 20K a month in the next 30 days if you buy my course for $1,000. That's not how copywriting works. This is a real, tangible skill that if you want to make $1,000 a month from a retainer client and have a couple of clients, like you want to convince someone to pay you thousands of dollars every month, you need to build a skill worth thousands of dollars every month. So you got to put an effort in. And it doesn't mean you got to work 6, 10, 12 hours a day doing copywriting to make it work. Like I said before, I was working 12 hours a day at my day job when I first started 7 years ago, and I figured out a way to make it work. 12 hours of my day was gone, and yet I somehow built copywriting up on the side, started landing clients, and was able to quit my job within 3 months. How is that possible? Because I followed a proven path, I invested in my education, I worked on a little bit every day, I wrote a little bit every day, and I spent time learning every day, right? I just made use of my time. My commute to work, my drive to work, I'd listen to courses and audiobooks and podcasts. Like, going for walks and doing whatever, doing the dishes, put another course in. Before my 12-hour day job, do a little bit of writing for 30 to 60 minutes. So you can make it work, but nobody's going to force you to do it. You have to be the one to actually put the time in. And if you can devote 1-2 hours a day to learning copywriting on the side of your 9 to 5 or university, like you're going to crush it. You're going to get results. It's going to be very hard to lose. Josh says, I'm looking to practice writing emails, but almost all the fitness coaches I find on Instagram don't have an email list. So what's an alternative to practice writing emails that's just as effective? It's easiest to go sign up to people's email lists, right? If you can't find people on Instagram who have email lists, go find people elsewhere then, or keep looking. There are so many people who have email lists, even fitness coaches on Instagram. They don't always have their email lists that are super blatantly obvious though, right? You're not always going to see a link in bio that says, join my email list today, right? Sometimes it's hidden. Sometimes you need to look at their posts on social media to see if they're giving a free guide away, because that's how you join their email list. Sometimes you can find it in your link in bio. Sometimes you have to go to their homepage on their website and click back to it and go sign up there. Sometimes you need to go to Facebook ads and see if they're running a lead gen ad to that. Sometimes people are running a free school community and they're collecting emails by joining the free school community. So it's not always apparent, but more people have email lists than you think. You just can't always tell right away that they have them. Now, if you can't find them and you're struggling tons, then go find other people who aren't fitness coaches. If you're having a tough time doing that, right? Go look at other people's emails. Lots of people do email, right? It's they're out there. You just got to go find them. Like keep looking, go look at other coaches. If you want to look at a different niche, go look on other platforms and go find those people that way. Okay. I used to listen to you. I just wanted to make some money and I went through constant hustling and burnout. After 4 months of sending 100 emails daily, applying to 10 to 15 jobs on LinkedIn and approaching outreach coaches, I was finally approached by a copywriting agency. Sweet. Now I'm stable, continuing my studies and earning 4 times what my degree will pay me after graduation. Thank you. That's awesome. Good for you. Like, that's so cool to hear. Thanks for sharing that. That's awesome, man. Or woman. Don't know if you're a guy or girl, but so cool. Thank you for sharing that. And look, that's what's possible. It's like you put in the work and yeah, copywriting agency could be a good partnership for getting a client. So I've partnered with several copywriting and marketing agencies before, where I'm the subcontracted copywriter and they have a bunch of clients and stuff that I just write for. That can be a really good situation, is getting on board with an agency that you can get like 2 to 3 clients in one go, just like that. So good for you. That's awesome to hear. Okay, question about rewriting sales letters. Should we aim for 30 minutes of writing or complete the whole sale letter in one single go? Do whatever you can. Some sales letters are huge. They're behemoths. They might take you an hour, 15 minutes to write. If you only have 30 minutes a day to practice hand copying sales letters, then just do 30 minutes. That's okay. Is it better if you can write the whole sales letter in one go? Yeah, of course. You're going to have more context as to what's going on. You're going to be more involved in it and everything. But if you only have 30 minutes, either go pick a shorter sales letter or split it up into 2 days. Now, what Kawaja, sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, what Kawaja is talking about here when it comes to handwriting a sales letter, what it refers to is looking at some of the top pieces of copy, so copywriting that has been highest performing in history. So people like Gary Halbert, Gary Ben-Savinga, John Carlton, Claude Hopkins, John Caples, looking at these guys, David Ogilvy, looking at their sales letters and ads from like the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, whatever, taking them, putting them on your laptop, taking a piece of paper and a pen, and literally writing them out word for word. Like copy it word for word by hand. What this does to you is it's an automatic passive learning. You will just start to adopt automatically just by writing down the words that have sold millions. You're going to start to see patterns automatically. You're going to see structure. You're going to see how these guys have sold, right? There's people like me and other copywriters online who coach and teach, who have made millions for clients in the 1 to 10s to sometimes hundreds of millions. There's copywriters though in times past that have sold billions, like Gary Halbert. Go learn from these guys. There's nothing that can like replace studying from the OGs, at least as part of your copywriting training, right? I did it. Most of the copywriters I've learned from have done that as well. There's huge benefit to simply taking up old sales letters. There's one sales letter that has done $2 billion in sales called the Wall Street Journal, The Tale of Two Young Men. $2 billion in sales. It's pretty insane. So go study these things. Go write them up by hand. Yeah, if you can't complete it in a 30-minute session, go split it into 2 or pick a smaller sales letter. Okay, next question. As a complete beginner on Upwork with decent portfolio variation, should I apply to projects yet or should I not waste my connects? Yeah, I mean, apply to projects if you want to go apply to projects. Like, what are you doing on Upwork if you're not? If you're on Upwork and you're trying to land clients, then go pitch them. If you see a good opportunity, then go for it. Like, what I'll say this about Upwork is like the best way to land clients on Upwork. By the way, Upwork's decent. I'm not going to say it's the best way to land clients, but I'll say this. Upwork can be a decent supplement to landing clients outside of social media DM outreach. If I was restarting today, I would still use Upwork, as I would look at job listings every day and still apply. But the way I would pitch Upwork people is way different than what everybody else is teaching and what they do. The way I would do it is the same way I teach to land clients using social media, but obviously you're looking at people who are looking for a copywriter. You have to apply and you're going to have competition. But the way I would pitch those guys is I would first start by trying to focus on just pitching the guys who show their business name in the Upwork job listing. They don't all. Like 80% won't show their business name for whatever reason. It's kind of dumb in my opinion. But put the business name. If you see the Upwork listings where it's like, hey, we're this like Billy's dog toys and we're looking for a copywriter, boom, you're in the money. Go after that kind of client. Why? Because now that you know the name of the business, you can go sniper bomb them, which is the way I teach outreach, which means go look. Don't just give them your portfolio and apply to the job like everybody else using copy paste, boring, templated stuff. It doesn't work, especially when you're new and you need way more proof. Instead, go look at their business, go look them up on Google, and go look at their copy. You go write down all the things that you do to update their copy and improve it and change it. Go write them their first piece of copy from scratch. Then go back onto Upwork, apply to the job with the requirements they say, plus your audit and sample, attach it right away, do it up front. You're going to be top of the list. Like if your copy's decent, obviously assuming that, like you're going to crush it above all the competition and you're going to land clients in Upwork. That's what I would do. That would not be a waste of connects. That's going to be one of the best ways you're going to land clients on Upwork. That's exactly what I would do starting from scratch. Is I'd use warm social media DM outreach, doing that sniper bomb method, free audit, free sample, but I'd also supplement that with Upwork, where I'm going to go apply to those jobs, but I'm going to go apply to the guys who show their business name to go actually look them up ahead of time and do this stuff. People always wonder, like, what does it actually take to land a client? What are business owners looking for? Do you want to know what business owners are looking for? They're not looking for an employee who has to be told what to do, who has no proof of anything, who's just sitting here waiting. They're looking for someone who shows initiative, who tells them what to do. If you enter the door with a prospect as a consultant, you will land them as a copywriter. This is how you land clients in 2026. You can't just copy paste spam outreaches on cold email and automation tools and all these things and spam 100 outreaches a day anymore. That doesn't work. It might have worked 2, 3, 4 years ago. It doesn't work in 2026. What you need to do in 2026 to land clients, whether it's your first client, you're brand new, if you're trying to scale from 3, 4, 5K a month to 10K a month, you need to go prove yourself in the DMs, prove yourself on Upwork. How do you prove yourself? By giving helpful advice. Give people a game plan. Give people a strategy. Copywriters cannot no longer be copywriters anymore. You have to also be a strategist. You have to also be a marketer. You have to also think like a business owner. That's how you get paid as a copywriter. It's not just by writing the stuff. You show you're competent, you understand this stuff, that you can help a business grow. People don't hire copywriters because they want writing. They hire copywriters because they want to make more money in their business. Your end goal, your actual role as a copywriter is to grow a business and to make money happen, to bring sales in out of thin air. You do that primarily through the words you write, through emails, sales pages, and ads. But the core function of the copywriter, the end goal, is to make them more money. So any way you can help a business make more money, that is the true value of the copywriter. That's why you can get paid such good money and just have a few clients, right? That's the reason that I was able to go from knowing nothing to 12 months later, making 9K a month as a copywriter, retire my wife, living in Thailand, all the world, and all that stuff, right? And 10 to 15K a month since. Like, this is why. So go enter the door as a consultant. Go, you tell the business owner what they should do. You give them a game plan. You give them the blueprint. You give them the roadmap. You give them the step-by-step. I landed my first, I was stuck under $1,000 a month as a copywriter. When I finally switched the way I was outreaching and stopped doing copy paste, here's my portfolio, check it out. Oh, please, I'll be such a good fit for you. And I switched that strategy, which most people do, to all of a sudden be like, hey, you know what? Here's what you should do with your business. You should change this, update your headline, change your email sign-up form, do this, 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 this. This is all going to help you improve conversions, grow your email list faster. You're going to get more people on your email list. You're going to be able to convert more, nurture them better. And here's what I would do if I was in your position. I would set up this first, this second, this third, and here's what I would do. You want to talk more? Let's talk business. Here, hop on a call, boom, boom, boom. Next thing you know, you're getting paid. That's how you win. That's how you do it in 2026, right? That's how you do it. Enter the door as a consultant. You will land them as a copywriter. I always try to make my DMs short, but for me to articulate message clearly, it usually ends up being long. Yeah, you got to write shorter DMs. So when you're first DMing people, just open a conversation. Hey, how's it going, man? I love what you posted about XYZ. Like, how long you been doing blah, blah, blah business for? That's how you should have your opener DMs, right? And you want to push for a reply so you're not stuck in message request. Because DMs nowadays are kind of like emails, primary, spam, and promotions now. So DMs are filtered now. Social media platforms are filtering DMs just like their emails. There's the primary DM inbox. There's the message request, which is like promotions. And there's the hidden message request, which is like spam. Your goal, your first goal as a copywriter when you're doing outreach on social media, which is the best way to do it still, is to get out of message requests and into the primaries. That is what you need to do, right? So the idea is don't just go pitch people right away. It doesn't make sense because most people will just won't even respond. They'll click delete, archive, block, whatever. You want to get out of message requests first, start a conversation, warm up a lead a little bit, follow, like, comment, DM to start a conversation, get into the primaries, and then go for it, right? Keep your first DM short, ask a question. You're way more likely to get a reply. And then when you do send a free audit and sample, which is what should be the next step after they reply, it's hard. You want to give a little bit of value in that DM. So it's going to be a bit longer than your first DM. hey, what's up? I checked out your business, love what you're doing. I actually checked out your copy and I saw a couple quick tips to improve like X, Y, Z. I actually wrote you up a free audit. Check it out here. Let me know what you think. Link, boom. That's what your DM should look like when you're delivering the goods in your second DM to them. Okay, next question. If I'm an email copywriter and finding clients, is copy delivery usually enough? Or do they expect copywriters to manage ESP setup too? You can make a full-time income just writing Google Doc copy, right? You can totally get by doing that. If you just want to get good at copy, you want to write the emails for a client, just go into Google Docs and just send them the Google Doc rough draft. You can make decent money. You can make a full-time income, 3, 4, 5K a month. But what I've found is if you want to make the most money in the least amount of effort and least amount of time, your best bet is also learning email marketing if you're an email copywriter. So pair up, like if you want to make more money, it's way easier to make 10K a month when you are also the one taking that Google Doc copy and throwing it into Kit or Beehive or Klaviyo, scheduling it, doing it subject line A/B test, like segmenting it if necessary, tracking the results, sending a report to your client every month. Here's our results for what we did. If you're the one setting up an automation, like a welcome email series, like you're just going to get paid more because you're doing more for the business owner and you're taking more stuff off their plate and you're providing more value. Do you have to do that stuff? No. If I was starting from scratch, would I do that stuff? 100%. I would do the same thing I've done, which is start with copy, learn how to become a copywriter, then learn the marketing. You don't need to learn all these things. You don't need to be some chief marketing officer right away who's just like doing all these crazy things and learning ads and emails and this is too much. Anybody who says become a full funnel copywriter and growth operator from day one, that's complete BS. It's too overwhelming for most people. It's too much to handle. Your goal isn't to become a digital marketer from day one. Get good in one area, one lane, stick to that, and learn the marketing behind it. So if you're going to become an email copywriter, go learn a bit of the software. If you're going to become an e-commerce email copywriter for e-commerce brands, go download Klaviyo, which is the top email software for e-com, and go just play around with it a little bit. When you go land your first e-com client for writing emails, go tell them, hey, do you want some help with your email software too? Be ready. They might ask you, can you also like manage the whole thing in there? And figure it out. Figure it out as you go. There's so many tutorials, like YouTube, like every single software has training on this stuff. AI, like ChatGPT, my goodness, you can learn anything nowadays. So go stick to that one area. And on the flip side, if you're let's just say Facebook ad copywriter, you're going to be the person to write Facebook ad scripts and Instagram scripts for ads. Like it would definitely help you to start learning a bit of like Facebook ad management and media buying, right? Go learning more, because that's what's happening with copywriting and where it's going to go in the future is where the copywriter's role and the designer and the developer and the marketer, they're slightly starting to swirl into similar things. So like as time goes on, what is expected of a copywriter is now beyond just writing copy. You can still get by writing Google Doc copy. Plenty of my students have done that. I've done that plenty. But as time goes on, it's more likely that people are going to want specialists who like can just run their Facebook ads, can just run their emails, can just figure out their sales page and just like optimize it and stuff like that. So if you learn the software and the marketing behind the type of copy you're writing, you're going to go further and make more money. But don't get overwhelmed thinking you need to like learn a million things right now. Like just start with building blocks, one thing at a time. Learn how to write copywriting frameworks first. Get into the core frameworks of copy, like get into the copywriting books, learn consumer psychology, learn that stuff, then specialize, pick something like emails, and then learn how to write emails in a Google Doc. Get that done. Learn how to write a welcome email. Learn how to write a story lesson offer email. Get that done. Go land some clients. And then when they say, hey, can you also manage our software and like put it all together? Then go learn Klaviyo. Then go learn Kit. Then go learn Beehive and the software behind it, or go high level or whatever. And like learn on the job, learn on the spot. Right? Don't get too overwhelmed thinking you got to learn a billion things at once right now when you don't. Just one step at a time, and how you learn will evolve with each client you have. Some clients will say, hey, you're writing my emails. You want to also take over my ads? Go take over their ads. Like go figure it out. Or they'll just be like, I love what you're doing with emails. How about you take over more emails and start doing whatever? And you go land more clients. So Google Doc copy can get you to 3 to 5K a month. You know, learning the email marketing or the marketing and the software behind the copy, it's going to get you to 10K a month easier. Okay, Alex says, Hey, Brandon, using your method, I got a fitness coach to use my ad rewrite. He then ghosted me. Is that normal? Did I do something wrong, or do I just need to keep going and put more volume in? Alex, great job. The fact that you got someone, when you sent them a free sample of ad copy, you got them to actually use it. This is very common, and it's a very good sign. You should consider that a win. The fact that somebody trusted your copy enough to actually implement it and do something about it, huge win. That's a big win for you. And it proves they trust you at least a little bit. He then goes to you. That's also very common. Don't worry about it. I would follow up with the person at least 2 to 3 times after and be like, hey, I noticed you used my ad copy in your latest ad. Like, just wondering like how it's performing and if you'd like some more help with that. Just go follow up, be kind, be nice, get more value. Send him another ad if you want. The guy trusts you to some degree. He's given you a bit more of a crumb back than most people would. I would pursue that and follow up a bit more. And keep them on your list. If he doesn't get back to you, he doesn't want to hire you, whatever, move on. Go put more volume in, go reach out to the next guy. And when you get your first client, your first ad copy client, and you get your first result for your ad copy client, go back with that case study of results. Go back to the first guy who used your ad originally and say, hey, bud, what's up? I gave you an ad like last month. You put it up there. I just want to let you know, I just started writing ads for so-and-so business. And in the 30 days since we started getting together, I started to get him like a 4 times return on ad spend and all these things. And now he went from making $2,000 a month in revenue to whatever, 8 or 10K from ads. If you want some help, let's hop on a call. So those things aren't going to waste. Like everything's a win. And if at the very least, if this guy doesn't say, hey, I just don't need a copywriter right now, go ask him for a testimonial. Go ask him if he knows anybody who could use help with his copy, if he needs help with ads. So like if you've already helped somebody out for free and they've used your thing, go ask him for a testimonial. Go ask him if he knows anybody who could use help with ads. You're going to get referrals and stuff like that. You're going to get testimonials from this outreach method, even if you aren't always landing a client every single time. So go do that. Next up, Kawaja asks, what do you think is the biggest bottleneck for beginners like us in making our first dollar? Skill or outreach? Also, what's your take on commission-only deals? Okay, so first question. What's the biggest bottleneck for beginners to make your first dollar online? I would say the first thing, like 100%, it's the skill of copywriting. Like if you suck at writing copy, like go do whatever best outreach strategy in the world that you can do. It's not going to go so well when you sit down, you land your first client, you get to writing and it sucks and it underperforms and it's terrible. You've lost a client. You probably tarnished your name a little bit online, your reputation, and you're back at zero and you have to go land another client. So going through constant feast and famine, if your copy skills aren't there, it's not fun. The first thing, the biggest bottleneck is copywriting skill. That is the number one thing. And there's way too many people who are outreaching too quick when their copy is subpar at best. So you need to get your skill up to speed. I'm not going to say that that's the biggest bottleneck or outreach is the biggest bottleneck because you have to have both. Like I also see copywriters who are solid copywriters, but they just suck at outreach or they don't do enough or they're not reaching out to people who have money. And they get trapped and stuck in this hamster wheel and like, what's going on? And copywriting doesn't work. Meanwhile, their skills are solid. They just haven't done enough volume, or they just haven't reached out to people who have money, or they just haven't done the right strategy. So you need both. Like it's not one or the other. You need both. You need to get good at copy. Most people, when they start learning copywriting from scratch, like you can get good enough within 30 days if you're spending 1-2 hours a day learning to be better than the average business owner at copy, which means the moment you're better than a business owner writing copy, you have something valuable enough to go land them as a client. Like that's how you know you're ready to land a client, is if your copy is better than theirs. And how do you know if your copy is better than theirs? Go look at their stuff. Do you have the confidence that you could write a better headline, a better subject line, a better email, a better ad? Like if you're studying in the books, if you're going through the copywriting books, the courses, the coaching, and you're putting in the time, like you're quickly, no business owners are doing this stuff. So within a few weeks, you should be better. And so at that point, like you need to now start pivoting to outreach because you can only learn so much as a copywriter before your first client. It's crucial. You need to get the foundations in, but it's still only 20% of what you'll ever learn as a copywriter. Your true learning comes in after client number 1. Once you're on the job, on like in real time, doing project number 1 for a client, and they say, hey, what's up? We got to send this thing out. We got to do this launch, or we got to do these emails. Like, write them up and publish them and let's see what happens. Like, you got to figure out the software. You got to figure out how to write for them. You got to figure out how to like do revisions on the fly and all this stuff, right? And you got to track your results and improve it. So you need both. Like, the biggest bottleneck, it's two bottlenecks. It's skill and outreach. You need both. One without the other isn't going to work. So go get good at copy and then go do the right outreach strategy. And like, I'll say one of the biggest, I think one of the bigger bottlenecks isn't even skill or outreach. It's just people's mindset about building a business. I think so many people they see one guru who's like, is like sipping a coconut on the beach, like with their laptop, or like has their Rolex on their wrist and they're driving their Ferrari or Lamborghini right down the street and saying, yeah, bro, like this stuff's really easy. Just like, I just wrote an email in 15 minutes now, go buy my $1,000 course and you can make 20K in the next 30 days. I think people get misguided, and like their expectations and idealism about copywriting is that it's somehow like a get rich quick scheme and you're gonna be like a millionaire by the end of the year. That's just not true. And that's not how it works. And I think people's biggest bottleneck is mindset about what kind of effort is actually required to like build a business. And it's not like, this isn't just about copywriting. It's about any business online. And the more you understand that like, this is a grind, it's going to take time. I'm going to be working for a period of time for potentially months on end with zero results in return, zero money in return potentially. And like, if you don't have that mindset and you think it's just a get rich quick thing, you're going to fail. Like 100%, you're going to be out within 3 months saying copywriting doesn't work. I'm not making 20K a month yet, blah, blah, blah. Like all these other people online, like I'm just going to try drop shipping. I'm just going to try day trading. I'm just going to try TikTok. I'm just going to try whatever. And you'll keep going from shiny object to shiny object. That's what I did. That's why I struggled for 5 years with all these business models thinking I was going to get rich quick, and it never happened. Until I finally was like, you know what? I'm just going to be patient until this works because I know it's going to work. And then I committed to copywriting, and within 6 months, I was making a full-time income. And within 12 months, I was making 6 figures per year. And so like my mindset was like, I'm going to win no matter how long it takes. And my returns were lopsided. For like my first month, I made $0. But I'm putting in the work. I was working 12-hour days in my day job and putting the side hustle time into the copywriting, right? I made $0 first month, second month, 60, third month, 400, fourth month, 400, fifth month, 500, sixth month, 1,000, seventh month, 5,000. Then it went like this. This is the growth curve of like my reward, my result, and my income from copywriting was not linear. It wasn't like this. It was exponential. $0, 60, 400, 400, 500, 1,000, 5,000, 7,000, 9,000, 10,000. Well, like this. So most people quit because they spend so much time here and they think it doesn't work. But what was really happening is you were leveling up linearly. You were leveling up super fast. But what you got out of it just doesn't line up with the effort you put in for several months. That's just the way it is. And this is every business. So if you're able to just stick with the thing and not quit and just see it through to the end, right? Like you're going to get lopsided rewards later. It's going to go like that. So just like have a more long-term mindset, right? Ask yourself, am I happy if I'm doing copywriting in 5 years? Can I see myself doing this in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years even? Am I okay if this takes 3, 4, 6, 12 months to fully take off? Am I willing to commit to this path for the next 5 to 10 years, at least? And if the answer is no, then go do something else and quit and go back to your day job, or go pick another business model, right? The funny thing is, what's the paradox about all this is the people who have the most patience and the long-term mindsets typically get the fastest results. And the people who are like, I need this now and I better win now or else I'm out of here, and like who are impatient, typically they get slower results. It's this weird inverse relationship. So be patient, right? Be patient enough that it may take time, but work aggressively that you need to figure it out now. So you have to do both. Okay, next question is, how would you grow a client's paid school community, convert the leads to the community? Well, how would I do that as a copywriter? I'll just tell you what I've done with my own paid school community because I have one. How would I grow a client's paid school community? Well, first off, right, what is a school community? What is a paid school community? A paid school community is a monthly subscription where you pay a set amount each month and you get some kind of service in return. You get community, you get accountability, and you get, in most cases with school communities, you get courses and training, sometimes coaching calls and stuff like that, right? That's what mine has. And so what do I do to get leads to my school community? And by the way, I built a 100-person community for $100 a month. And I did that in a launch, and I did that in November. In, I think, 14 days, I got 100 people in. So what did I do leading up to that? The first thing I did was make sure you have to have top of funnel, right? You need to generate traffic. This is the same for whether it's a school community or any kind of product or service. A business exists when there's traffic and an offer. You combine those two things, hopefully you get money, unless the traffic is subpar and the offer sucks. But when you have when you have traffic, visitors, people, humans going towards an offer, you come out with money on the other end. So there's lots of different ways to generate traffic. Personally, I do a lot of organic social media. So I post on Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, Threads, TikTok now, Substack now. Probably missed one, right? Main ones are Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn. And so I'm on there and I'm posting content daily. So best way to generate traffic is, like, one of the best ways is through social media content. Now, are you going to be the person to ghostwrite their social media stuff? You could. That could be one specialty you do as a copywriter. Some people say, that's content, brother. That's not copywriting. Who cares? It's all writing, and you're seeking to grow a business with the word somehow. And you're still pushing people to make call to actions. But so that's one way, is organic social media. Another way is through paid ads to a low ticket product. And so I have done this quite a bit over the past 10 months or so, 9-10 months, is running Facebook ads and Instagram ads to a, depending on the price, when you get it, $22 to $97 product. So my 30-day copywriter course is a low ticket product, a one-time purchase that I run cold traffic ads to. And so you could be the person writing the Facebook or Instagram ads to push to a low ticket product, which then after someone purchases that low ticket product, you say, hey, you got step one solved. Do you want even more ongoing help through this thing, through XYZ? Check out this school community. So where's the copywriting involved in all this? Copywriting on the social media posts, writing the Twitter posts, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube script writing. This is all copywriting to help top of funnel organic social media to grow, to get traffic. Paid ads, where's the copywriting there? Writing Facebook ads, Instagram ads. That means writing the primary text, the description. That means writing the actual script itself for the ad. So there's the copywriting there, sending people to a low ticket course, which is what I've done. Where's the copywriting on the course? The sales page. The sales page is a long form piece of copy that is meant to convert. So where's the copy after that? Emails, email automations that go out after someone purchases the 30-day copywriter course. There's emails on the back end to say, hey, thanks for joining XYZ. By the way, if you want even more help, you've learned how to write copy now. If you want to learn how to land clients, check out this paid school community that's going to teach you this, this, and this. So those are all ways that I've grown my paid school community, is posting organic social media, that's copywriting. Running Facebook and Instagram ads, that's copywriting. Having a sales page on the back end to a low ticket product, that's copywriting. Writing email automations and ongoing email campaigns to upsell people from the low ticket product to the paid ongoing subscription, that's copywriting. So lots of ways to grow a paid community. Another way, and this is something I'm considering, is actually launching a free school community. So this is potential. I'm not too sure 100%, but school itself generates tons of traffic to the platform because it's like skyrocketing as a social network. Huge amounts of people. Alex Hormozy and Sam Ovens are behind this. Like, this thing ain't shrinking. It's growing. It's now $1 billion valuation. They have, I think, 20 million users, and I think they have 200,000 communities on school, and it's just growing. So there's traffic that's coming from within school itself to communities. How could you be the copywriter? You could be the person making posts in that school community, more so content, but you could have a school funnel. You could create the school description page for a free school. You could create the posts within the school. You could, set up emails, because everybody who joins the school is automatically put on the email list. So you could create the school emails that go out to them to sell them. Yeah, a lot of ways. Hopefully that answers some of your questions about like different stuff for growing a paid school community. And then doing launches. You can do a launch, right? When I first launched my school, I did a launch, right? I was like, here's what's up. We're going to be launching it. It's going to be an early bird. I actually did an early bird founder rate first. And I launched that to people who had already joined my coaching or past course stuff and gave them a better deal for joining early, right? People who, after that, I did a public launch, right? I got people on a wait list. You could do a wait list, landing page, emails. There's so much copy involved in how you could do this stuff, right? You can take any one slice of this or become a school copywriter. You could literally do school niche as your niche, and help people grow and monetize their school communities. I have some students who have done that and been super successful with that. So yeah, those are some of the ways to convert leads, run launches, stuff like that. Okay, next question. Ishrat says, I'm putting my efforts and struggling, but nothing is happening. Tell me what you're doing. You got to give me more context on, how to help you. I can see right away that your English needs work. So if you're putting your efforts in and trying to land English speaking native speakers from Canada, the US, UK, Australia, your English needs work. Like there's no way around this. If you are not a native English speaker and you want to land English speaking clients as a copywriter, you need to get your English skills up to speed. That doesn't mean you're screwed if you're not native English. You can still be fluent. You can learn how to become a fluent English speaker. It doesn't matter if you have an accent and all these things, but what does matter is if you put words on the page and they look awkward or confusing and not look like it was written by someone who speaks English, you ain't ever landing a client. So if you're from a non-English speaking country, that English is not your native tongue, you need to learn two things. You need to learn copywriting and you need to learn English and improve. So I see this way too many times and I feel bad for people who English isn't your native language. Because I see people trying to become copywriters and it's just their skills with English aren't there yet. It's very hard to build trust and convince someone to let you be the one in charge of their words if your words don't make sense. So go get your English skills up to speed. That's my biggest advice for you. And learn copywriting simultaneously. And in the meantime, until you sound like you're fluent as an English speaker, go land clients in your native tongue. Go land business owners who speak your native language until your English is good enough. Okay, next up. At the moment, even if I could make probably some $100 would be enough to show my parents that online money is real. Things are getting really tough here. What would be the way to get some quick bucks? Again, I can see your English skills need some improving. If you want to make big bucks, you got to learn English, buddy. Like there's no around that. I don't mean to sound harsh or mean or whatever, but like, I just want to be straight with you guys. If you cannot write fluent English, that's step one, before even learning copywriting. Like you got to figure that out. It's not a get rich quick scheme. You can't just click some buttons on AI and next thing you know, you're making 10K a month. It doesn't work like that. You got to be actually good at what you do. Next up, Femi asks, this is incredible. How do I join this community? I've been writing for a while now and I like to upskill and get clients internationally. Yeah, if you're talking about joining my specific copywriting community, you can just click the link in my bio. I think you're watching the stream from Twitter. So yeah, if you're on X, Twitter, go click the link in my bio. You can join my 6-Figure Copy Academy there. My 6-Figure Copy Academy has my entire 90-day roadmap, which is 60 videos, exercises, assignments, everything you need to learn copywriting, everything you need to land clients, how to serve those clients, how to scale to 10K a month. We have weekly group coaching calls. You get writing feedback. There's a community of 100 plus copywriters who are serious, many making a full-time income, the full support from me and the community people. So if you want extra help, click the link in bio, click the link in my description, wherever you're watching, and join the 6-Figure Copy Academy today. The price is going up when we hit 130 people. So you can get it now and lock in a lower price. Okay, next question. Just need a sip of water. Would you say advice a new copywriter to start taking action now, watching free YouTube videos, or start investing on mentorship to get started? Okay, again, best advice for you, you need to upskill your English skills. If you're going to go make 5-10K a month plus as a copywriter, go learn copywriting. Go watch YouTube, go get in the books and learn copywriting, but you have to upskill your English. what's the way to get into the inbox instead of landing in spam on Instagram? Oh, what's the way into the primary inbox instead of landing in spam? Don't have a business account on Instagram. Do a personal Instagram account, and then go warm the people up first, right? Follow them, like, comment, DM them to start a conversation. And then, like, the DM should just be like, hey, what's up? I love what you posted about XYZ because of ABC. Be personal, be human, and then ask a question. Hey, how long you been doing your business for? And you're more likely to get a response. Another way you can get around this is if people are posting ManyChat automations, so click on their posts on Instagram. And if they say anything on their Instagram post that's like, hey, comment the word whatever below and I'll send you this free thing. You comment that word to get that free thing in the DMs, you will automatically go into the primary inbox. This is the ManyChat hack to get into the primary inbox right away and get into a conversation with prospects. So go comment that keyword to get into the DMs with them. What's the appropriate amount of time we should take to read and hand copy every day? As much as you can, but at least 30 to 60 minutes if you can. So like my advice is do at least 30 minutes a day of hand copying sales letters and ads in your first few weeks when you're new. 30 minutes a day at least of reading copywriting books, starting with this bad boy, the Adweek Copywriting Handbook. #1 copywriting book to get. It's like 20, 30 bucks on Amazon, get it. It's worth thousands of dollars to me. As much as you can do, right? The main thing comes down to the triple whammy is doing power writing sessions and writing every day, hand copying sales letters and ads, and reading copywriting books. You do those 3 things every day for like 60 to 90 minutes a day total, you're good to go. Like you can, and anytime extra beyond, you can do that. Like if you got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours a day, be my guest and do more. The person who puts more time and puts more reps in is going to get rewarded faster. Okay, I created my Instagram account very professionally, got quite a lot of followers. How do I make the best use of its potential in client acquisition? So now that you got your Instagram profile set up, what you want to do is go sniper bomb people. This is my outreach strategy that I teach that's getting most of my students a paid client within 30 days. So what you're going to do is you're going to go find people in your niche. You're going to go target them on Instagram. You're going to click follow, like a post, comment on that post, a genuine compliment, then DM them to start a conversation. Hey, what's up? Love what you posted about XYZ. How long have you been doing this for? Of the people who reply to you, which will be about 20% responses, those are the people you're going to go send a free audit and sample to. So you're going to go look at their copy, write up a Google Doc of all the things you do to improve their copy and their marketing. Then you're going to write them their first piece of copy for free. Yes, this is going to take time. Yes, it's going to take you 40 to 60 minutes. But it's more effective than spamming 100 cold outreaches that are templated, copy-paste things that sound like everybody else. Go do this. My average student gets their first paid client in 30 days by sending one of these per day in 1 hour per day. Never seen a faster outreach strategy that works more effectively than this. That's how you're going to do it. Next up, how do you make successful outreaching? What platforms you use? I just explained that. Go on Instagram if you're not sure and go do the scenario method, which I just explained. Next question, what would you advise a beginner copywriter to start doing to take action? And should they start watching for YouTube videos, how to learn copywriting and start investing in mentorship this year? Yeah, I can see your English needs work. So go work on that. That's step 1. Step 2, go get in copywriting books. Go buy Adweek Copywriting Handbook. Read this every day. Go watch my free YouTube videos. I have literally like 550, 600 videos almost on YouTube of just straight up free copywriting training. Some of the most copywriting training you're going to find on the internet is just from me for free. If you want even more help, go join my 6-Figure Copy Academy at my link in the description below or link in bio from where you're watching. And just like go follow a proven path and do a bit of work every day and you're going to crush it. Okay, next question. I want to write direct response email creatives for brands like Natural Health, Sherpa, email creatives for cold traffic affiliate. Any advice? Hold on. I want to write direct response email creatives for brands like Natural Health, Sherpa, not for personal brand or email students, talking about pure direct response email creatives. I think you mean like you just want to write one-off emails, not automations. For natural health brands, go find natural health brands online, the ones you like. Go sign up to some of the best of their email lists. Go look at the way they write emails and go replicate that. Then go reach out to smaller health brands, sign up to their email lists, rewrite their emails, and tell them what to do to improve them, and go reach out in the DMs and go land them. That's how you're going to do it. What should your Instagram profile look like before posting? I have about 2 reviews. Is that enough? Your Instagram profile should have a couple things right. Get a professional headshot where your face is like clearly front and center and smiling, cheese, like that. Don't be a weirdo, a creep who's like this in the background, face covered, and like trying to be cool and whatever. Like, don't do that. Be a professional, put your face up close, smile into the camera. You're going to look less like a scammer and a spammer and a creep. Be a normal person, put a headshot in, go hire a photographer, like get it done. Go pay for the $10 a month meta verification, blue check mark, right? Go get a couple of followers, at least 50 to 100 before you outreach. Go put in your bio, I help these people with copywriting to get them more results, XYZ, whatever. Put a couple copywriting posts up just to show tips and then start outreaching. Go put a little bit of effort into your profile before you actually go and outreach, and you're going to get way more responses from people in the DMs, because when you do pitch people in the DMs on social media, they will look at your social media profile every single time if they're remotely interested. So make sure what you have there isn't going to break trust, but it's going to build trust and get them to respond to you. Bailey Lennon, what's up? One of my Academy homies. What's going on, Bailey? Okay, next question. How do you manage time for both your clients and students? What type of problems one face after they hit 10K per month mark? How do I manage time for both clients and students? It's by first getting good at copywriting. So like, you got to just do one, just focus on one thing at a time, right? Right now, thinking about the idea of making 10K a month in a few hours a day might seem absurd to some people here. Like, what are you talking about? But it does, like, I didn't get there by just like buying $1,000 course. Next thing you know, I was like rolling in Benjamins and like Rolexes. I put the time in. I started by learning the script, learning the craft, investing in my education, putting the work daily, and getting my first client, right? Just focus on like checkpoints, bite-sized pieces. I'm going to learn copywriting in 30 days. Okay, then I'm going to land my first client in the next 30 days. Great. Doesn't matter if it's free or cheaper. For $10, my first client was $15, right? Then what are you going to do? You're going to land client number 2. Then you're going to go make your first $1,000 a month. Then you're going to make your first $5,000 a month, right? If it takes you 8, 12 hours a day, doesn't matter. Do whatever it takes, right? Then I'm going to quit my job so I can fully devote my time to copywriting. Then I'm going to get to 10K a month, probably working 8, 12 hours a day. Honestly, once you quit your job, it's still hard work. But once you get to 3, 4, 5 clients, now I'm going to focus on retainers and make sure they stick around. Okay, now I'm going to focus on systems and getting more done in less time. Okay, now I'm going to raise my rates and renegotiate, right? It's you're leveling up like this as a copywriter. Over time, you're just constantly leveling up, right? To the point where my first client was $15. It took me 4 hours. Now I can write an email in 30 minutes and like for a couple brands, make 10K a month. So like getting to that point of how are you able to juggle all this stuff? It's just baby steps. Do one thing at a time. Slowly raise your rates, get better, get case studies, reach a new client, charge more, renegotiate, like get retainers, focus on performing better, level up, upskill, invest in your education, and do that stuff. How am I able to have a copywriting community and coaching and got on YouTube now and have the time for this? It's because I built business number 1, which is freelance copywriting. I got myself up to full time, and then I scaled back my time. I started charging more, raising my rates more, and working with a fewer clients on retainers. So I'm able to make 10K by lunchtime. So then what does that mean? It means I got the afternoon, I can chill, I can go do whatever, play with my 2 little daughters and go hang out. I decided eventually, hey, I think I want to start business 2.0 now. So now I have, like splitting my day between copywriting and coaching, splitting my day between clients and students, because I'm able to make more per hour, right? I'm not charging by the hour, but I'm making more per hour. So that's how you do it, and putting systems in place, right? I become strict with my time management. So now like it's just easier, right? It's hard at the beginning because you're putting in all this time and effort. You're working a day job, you're going to university. Now you got to build copywriting, you got family and all these things. And you're maybe working 8, 12 hours a day between your university or college or full-time job and learning this online business stuff. It's like, it's hard. There's no way around that. You're going to have to put in like extra time with very little rewards for a season of your life. But like I was talking about before, like the growth curve for your, like what's going to come of this is exponential if you just stick to it. So what type of problems do you face after you hit 10K per month? Like different sets of problems. Now it's a matter of like, how do I buy my time back? That was me. I was like, okay, I'm making solid money now, more than enough that I need and provide for my family. But like, man, I don't want to work 8-hour days or 10-hour days or 12-hour days. I want to do it in less time. So how do I do that? You figure it out. You raise your rates, you renegotiate, you get higher paying clients, you get better results for clients, you can charge more, you build case studies, you get meticulous with time management, you figure out routine and all that stuff, right? There's lots of ways to go about it. I have tried on Upwork, but Upwork has senior level copywriting. Yeah, if you are trying to go pitch Upwork jobs that are asking for a senior copywriter, but you're a brand new copywriter, probably don't do it. It's probably not worth your time or worth their time, and it's going to cost you money from connects. So don't go pitch those jobs. I sent an audit to someone. Alex says, I sent an audit to someone and they haven't seen it yet. It's been 3 days. Do you have advice on how I should follow up? Yeah. Easiest way to follow up once you've sent someone a free audit or copy sample. Very simple. Hey man, what did you think of the audit I sent over? There you go. And if you want to take your follow-up to the next level, like literally just ask them, what did you think of it? Do you have any feedback on it? Right? Just ask them, hey, what's up? Right? How is it? What do you think of it? If you want to take your follow-up to the next level and boost your response rate, you can send a text message follow-up. But if you want to do the next level, send a voice message follow-up. Hey man, what's up? Just sent you this thing the other day. Just want to see what you thought of it, XYZ. Or send a Loom video of you walking through the Google Doc audit, right? So many ways to do follow-up. That's like, you just got to stand out and break people's pattern, interrupt them, right? I'm sending DMs on Instagram, but looks like they aren't in their inbox. How to resolve it? Yeah, when you send 10 DMs on Instagram, you're going to get like 8 people who will never reply to you. Like 8 out of 10 people will probably never reply. That's okay. That's just the way it is. You're going to have about 20% of people reply. So just focus on the 20% and send more DMs. It's as simple as that. Okay, I already answered your question there. Your 30-day writing exercise helped a ton. Long time no talk. What's up, Anthony? Yeah, man. Appreciate that. So yeah, my 30-day copywriter course. I'm glad you like it, man. Nice to see you on here. What's the best niche? There's no best niche. So don't worry about how do I pick the number one niche in the world. Like, sure, there's some things where like anything to do with AI is going to be just like lots of money in there right now, right? A couple of years ago, it was crypto and NFTs and stuff like that. But don't worry too much about the number one niche, right? The best niche for you is picking something that you are already good at, you already have some expertise in, you have an advantage in, right? Because it's just going to get your foot in the door quicker with clients. Like for instance, if I'm a gym junkie and I go to the gym 2 hours a day for the past 10 years and I know everything about working out, I'm going to have a natural advantage to go land fitness coaches as a client or gyms as a client. Why? Because I can talk the talk and walk the walk, and I go to the gym all day, every day, and I know the stuff, and I can talk to them like a peer. So, and I also understand the stuff, right? I'm slightly an expert, so I can write copy and sound like I know what I'm talking about, right? It's as simple as that. If you are a professional musician, if you play the violin and you're like a pro, you're better than everybody you know, like you could probably go land, I mean, this is kind of more niche, but like a violin store who sells violins as a client, right? If you've been working in real estate for the past 10 years, go pitch real estate agents, go pick people who are in that thing, right? Use whatever your natural advantages and your interests as a way to get a head start when it comes to outreach. You're just way more likely to land someone as a client if they know that you know a bit about their niche. Okay, this is gonna be my final question, then I gotta go eat some lunch. I'm hungry. Last question. If you had to relearn copywriting from scratch today, what would you focus on in your first 30 days? That's a great question. The first things, my first 30 days, what I'm going to focus on, it's a combination of things. In my first 30 days as a copywriter, step one, I'm going to start writing every day. I'm going to go to a Google Docs, right? If I'm brand new as a copywriter, I'm going to open up Google Docs every day, set a 30 or 60-minute timer on my phone, and just write. I'm just going to write. I'm going to free write. I'm not going to worry about what I'm writing. I'm just going to write to get my word count in. That's it. That's the first thing. And I'm going to do that as one thing I do every day. Second thing I'm going to do every day, I'm going to buy this book immediately, the Adweek Copywriting Handbook. And I'm going to read it every day, at least for 30 minutes, or listen to it. YouTube and Spotify, you can listen to this audiobook for free. Every single day, I'm going to put outputs of writing and inputs of reading copywriting books. So I'm learning consumer psychology from dudes who have sold hundreds of millions, and I'm writing every day to build up my writing muscle. Third thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go study high-performing copy from people like Gary Halbert, John Carlton, Gary Bensavinga, John Caples, Claude Hopkins, David Ogilvy, and more. I'm going to go look at their ads and their sales letters that I know have generated hundreds of millions of dollars. These guys have sold millions, hundreds of millions. Gary Halbert sold $1 billion as a copywriter. I'm going to go study their work. And one of the best ways to study is look at their sales letters and ads, pull them up on my computer, get a pen and paper, and write those ads out by hand. I'm going to automatically start translating and understanding how these guys wrote words that sold millions. After that, I'm going to go find a reliable course. Like, this is me knowing what to do now. But like, if I was starting from scratch, I would do this. This is all the stuff I did. I wrote in a Google Doc. I got the books. I hand copy sales letters and ads, and I invested in courses. I invested $5,000 in my first year as a copywriter into copywriting courses. I would do the same. I would go find people online. I'd probably be learning from YouTube, just like you guys, most of you here. And I'd be looking like, who the heck knows this stuff? Who's done this before? And I'm going to get around them. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get around them, watch their videos, and probably buy a couple of courses just to test it out. And if I have the funds, probably invest in some level of coaching for the people I trust the most. And I'm just going to follow what they say to do to a T, because this is what I did when I was new. So those are the things I would do in the first 30 days. Would I worry too much about getting a client my first 30 days? Not really. Like, knowing what I know now, could I? 100%. I can get a client within 12 hours if I wanted. Brand new from scratch, knowing what I know now. But I probably wouldn't be too focused on that. The thing that I would be focusing on the most is just getting damn good at the craft. Like, really good. So good that I understand how to improve someone's copy when I look at it. When I go pull up someone's website or emails or whatever, and I'm going to crush for them. So one more thing I'm going to do too in those first 30 days is I'm going to specialize and niche down. I'm going to pick just one type of copy to get really good at and practice that every day. Maybe after the first week, I'm going to be like, yep, I'm going to pick this one. And what would I personally pick? Going back to square one, emails for business opportunity or the make money online space. Why? Because I love it. I think it's fun. I love the idea of transforming people. I love the idea of getting freedom from an online business. I think it's so fun. I love emails. I think they're the most versatile type of copy. You can write salesy copy. You can write story-based copy. You can write more informative, educational copy, entertaining. It's the most versatile, in my opinion. And I think it's just the most fun to write, and it has the least, you have the most freedom with email copywriting, in my opinion, versus like ads, which are like super strict regulations, sales pages, which are like, it's a one-time thing. And like, you're bringing people through this thing and it's good. But emails, I like the relationship building side of it too, where like you're interacting with your audience, and you can send them every day. So I would do that stuff. I would write every day. I would read copywriting books. I would hand copy sales letters. I'd invest in courses. I'd invest in a coach if I trust in one. I would be learning from YouTube for free and doing all that stuff. I would specialize into email. I'd specialize into business opportunity, make money online. And I would just practice emails for those things every day. And then I would go find those people online who are in the make money online space and business opportunity, go sign up to their emails and make a swipe follow them. And then what I would do is every single day, write emails for business opportunity. And then eventually go find people who are in that space and go pitch them online. I would go follow them on Instagram, set up my social media profile. This is month 2 now. And I would go after them, reach out to them, follow, like, comment, DM them, start a conversation, then go look at their emails and tell them how to fix them and write them a new piece of copy and do that every single day for 1 hour a day, probably start sending 2 per day in 2 hours per day and get my first client 30 days after. And then I'd take that one, build a case study of first client. Now I'm going into month 2, 3 and go get client number 2 for $1,000 a month. Go get client number 3 for maybe $3,000 a month. Go get client number 4 and get people on retainers until making 5, 10, 15K per month. And that's it. So I went a little bit beyond the first 30 days there, but those are the things I would do. Kate, I got to head out now. This has been awesome. If you guys, I know I didn't answer everyone's questions, but I really do got to run. I'm really hungry. I need to eat some lunch. But yeah, if you have any more questions, you guys can DM me. And if you are a new copywriter and you want a simple roadmap to follow, you would rather have someone just tell you what to work on every day. You're confused about how to get started. You're not sure if you're getting better as a copywriter. You have no idea how to land clients, or you're stuck in like the 3, 4, 5, 6K per month mark and you're struggling to scale to 10K a month. Click the link in my bio or in my description right now and click to join the 6-Figure Copy Academy. This is my paid 100-member copywriting community course, coaching, copy job boards, copy feedback. It's everything all in one that you need to become a 10K a month copywriter. And my promise in the academy is very simple. You will get your first paid client in 90 days, or you get your money back. That's my promise, and that's my guarantee, 100% money back guarantee. So if you want that extra bit of support, join the thing. If you want a simple roadmap where you just check things off, day 1, do this, day 2, do this, join the thing. I'll just bring it up here and show you actually what this looks like. So let's pull it up here. I'm going to put this on here. We're going to share a screen, and I'm going to show you the academy just to give you a little bit of a teaser as to what it looks like. So this is the Six Figure Copy Academy, right? This is it. So 103 people in here. And what you get it is the fastest way to land client number 1 for copywriting, right? It's that simple. This is the guarantee. You get a paid client in 90 days, or you get your money back. Not a bad deal. And in the first week the academy ever launched, November, this is the first week, paid client, he got a $1,500 client. She got I think it was a $1,500 client. He landed his first client, right? This is based off of the 750 students I've taught, all here, who went from 0 experience, that's actually 750 now, to join, to learn this stuff from scratch, right? So what do you get in this thing? You get your first or next paying client 90 days, or your money back. You get a 90-day roadmap through the Six Figure Copywriter course, previously sold for $399. You get a bonus roadmap to land $2,000 to $5,000 clients, scale to 10K a month, weekly coaching calls, weekly copywriting feedback, daily support and accountability, a copy job board. I'm literally going to put copywriting every single day, copywriting gigs and jobs and opportunities in there. Client getting challenges where you can win up to $500 in cash prizes, bunch of bonuses, story AI, custom GPT, copywriting coach, AI prompts, all these things. There's a price increase coming soon at 130 members. It's going up to $139 a month. So you can lock it in today for $119 a month for the lowest price possible. And I'm just going to show you a little bit of what it looks like inside. So the main thing revolves around the course. So going in, you get to my entire course that I previously sold for $400. You get access to this for $119 a month. No contracts, cancel anytime. You're going to learn copywriting, right? The 30-day copywriting mastery method, how to do this stuff, the psychology of copywriting. Every single course, I have 4 main phases here. You have a video to go through, and then you have an action to complete. Very simple. You're going to learn ADA, PAS, how to write a sales page, how to write an email. You're going to watch me write one, then you're going to write one from scratch. All these things, you're going to pick your specialty, how to find your niche, right? Once you're done phase 1 master copywriting, time to land clients. You're going to learn exactly how to land clients, how to price and package your services, how to find $1,000 to $5,000 clients, how to follow up with people, how to handle objections, how to crush a sales call, how to pitch it, literally everything you need to write copy to land clients. When you land client number 1, you're going to learn how to serve that client, how to onboard them, how to kick off a project, how to invoice and get paid, really important part, how to let your client do 80% of the research, do onboarding questionnaires, deep research, drafting, editing, revisions, and how to scale to 10K a month, and how to get there by getting case studies, referrals, and all that stuff. And so we got bonus course here, a swipe file, AI copywriting. You get my custom GPT story AI to getting more help, copywriting cheat sheet packs, templates, plug and play formulas. Like just use the simple cheat sheets and you're good to go to write copy. Whole bunch more stuff. A bonus email copywriting course, whole entire copywriting course bonus. You get all this for free as a bonus in there. And that's just the classroom and the core side of things. There's also the community. So in here, we got 103 people, and there's people who have been joining every day. 2 people joined today, yesterday, the day before. And so just check this out. This is today, landed a $250 client, Matthew, right? Literally 6 hours ago, $250 client. We got client games. We got cash prizes we're giving out in January for whoever lands the most clients. Tons of stuff, tons of winners from last month. Look at this, Austin, 7 days ago, $3,000 client right there, gym client. He set a goal to land his first client by January 2026. He got this on New Year's Eve, $3,000, right? This is his 2nd month in the academy. I think he landed like a half a dozen clients by now. You can see people posting questions. Hey, has anyone written a case study before? Daily accountability post. First assignment feedback requests. You can get copy feedback. Questions. Hey, I'm trying to reach out to this person. What should I do? Hey, should I follow up with this person? I need your help. Answers. People coming in there, chiming in, giving their questions, giving their answers. Tons of copywriting wins. Tons of people landing clients, right? $1,000 client 6 days ago. $3,000 client. Final client. This was a $3,500 a month client. This is all like within the past couple of weeks here. On top of that, we got coaching calls. Go into the calendar. We had a coaching call this morning, right? Group coaching call, weekly copywriting feedback where you can get feedback on your writing as well. Daily accountability. We got leaderboards, tons of bonuses, all this cool stuff. So anyways, the main thing with the Copy Academy is it's the proven path to make 10K a month as a copywriter. And if you sign up today, you're guaranteed to get your first client or your next client within 90 days, or you get your money back. So the Academy is $119 a month right now. No contracts. You can cancel anytime. So you can try it out for a month if you want. Get in at the lowest price possible, but the price is going up to $139 a month at 130 members. So if you're thinking about, hey, I want some more help, I want some writing feedback, I just want a proven, simple structure of just like a simple roadmap to follow. I'm confused on what to work on every day. Join the Academy. It's working for a ton of people. Tons of people landing clients already and making thousands of dollars. So get in there today, and there you go. If you want more, oh, hold on, we got a question here. Can I learn for free? Let's see here. Hold on a second. I don't understand where. Someone's asking, please answer me. Can I learn for free? Yes, you can learn copywriting for free, like 100%. You can watch my YouTube. I got 500 plus videos on here. We got free audiobooks. You can get Adweek audiobook, Adweek Copywriting Handbook audiobook on YouTube for free, Spotify. You 100% can learn for free, right? It's possible. But like, go learn for free now. Go on YouTube. And if you want even more help, if you want faster help, join the 6-Figure Copy Academy, right? Get in here, join the Academy. If you want that hands-on help, if you want a course that's easy to follow, just a simple daily checklist roadmap. If you want the support of community members, these guys are all online right now, right? People to support you along your journey, to keep you accountable. If you want coaching help, you want to be able to hop on and ask me questions live, get on camera and be like, hey, Brandon, like, I'm stuck with this. How do I get forward? If you want writing feedback, so you're actually leveling up as a copywriter, join the Academy, right? Thank you, Bailey. Bailey's in the Academy. You can learn for free, but the Academy is very good. Thank you, Bailey. Appreciate it. But yeah, no pressure. You got tons of stuff on my YouTube you can learn for free now. If you want to move faster and you know yourself and you're the kind of person who like would thrive in an environment with other people around you, you want that support, you want that encouragement, you want people to be able to review your copy, answer your questions day to day as you learn and as you get help to land that first client, then get in there. Get in there. Join me. Join Bailey Lennon. Bailey's in there too. So anyways, any other questions? I think if I missed any questions, just DM me on any platform you're on. Get in there and feel free to ask away, and happy to answer your questions. And besides that, next live stream, I think someone was asking, I might be doing a live stream sometime next week. That's the goal. But yeah, thank you guys for coming on, and go study copy, go get that first client, and you got this, right? It's a new year. It's 2026. Go crush your goals. Nobody's going to do it for you. You got to be one to do it, right? So go make it happen, and have a great day.